Hi, my name is Mandy. I'm from Peden Properties. Today I wanted to share with you some of our learnings that we've had since owning a flat, a leasehold flat. Now please note, I'm not legally trained, and if you have any issues, please do seek proper legal advice. I'm only giving a few hints and tips as to what I've learnt along the way. The flat we went to buy had 74 years left on the lease. That's not very long. Now we was buying cash, so it didn't matter to us, but we knew that if it was a mortgage, then it would be an issue. Now you have to wait 2 years to actually own the flat before you can apply to have the lease extended. Meanwhile, the costs are getting higher and higher. There is a reckoner online where you can work out how much it costs to extend a lease, but the freeholder will add a premium to this, sometimes a little bit, sometimes a lot. Fortunately, the people we were buying from, they were having delays. They were purchasing a new build. So we just said we will pay for this lease extension, and then when it's completed they can move on, and we've now got another 125 years added to our lease. All well and good. I didn't know at the time, you don't know what you don't know, but between you and me, that's called delayed completion. Who'd have known? I was just a novice then, but hey ho. Now, because you don't own the building, the freeholder will then employ a factoring company, and you pay a share of all the charges. So the communal areas to be cleaned, maintained, you will be charged for, and also any repairs. Now, this is not usually cast in stone. You can take an average, you can look at the previous owner's bill of invoices of how much they've paid over the previous few years, but perhaps suddenly, as soon as you take ownership, they may decide they want a new roof. Well, in our case, there's 4 in our building, so that would be shared equally amongst us, so I'll be paying a quarter of any outside cost. So take a look at your building as well to try and predict any future costs that may be incurred. Also, the freeholder will charge you if you want to refinance. If you decide you want to go in and knock a wall about, you have to gain their permission, which is yet another charge they will issue. So you can see that you can't do a lot without asking the freeholder first. Also, check the clauses of your agreement before purchase. Some of them put in that you're not allowed to do holiday lets. Now, our place is in Bexhill, which would be ideal for doing a bit of serviced accommodation, but we can't do that. Also, we can't have pets. So we have to ensure that our tenants do not have a dog or a cat which they try and smuggle in. It's their agreement, and we would be in breach of contract if we allowed this to happen. So be aware of all the clauses there are in them. Also, again, because as I said earlier, we bought this cash, and it was a case of what we didn't know then until we went to refinance the flat. We're above a shop. All I can say is, thank goodness it wasn't above a takeaway. We're above an optician shop. Because of that, when we came to refinance, it was a bit of a problem to get a mortgage. Also, we pay a little bit more than what most people are paying for refinancing. So just to be aware of that. But besides that, what we have is a good flat. I keep an eye on how much income it makes, and it's still doing very well. It's still very rentable. It's weighing up all the pros and cons, and it's some of the things which perhaps you don't think about at the time. Anyway, happy buying. My name's Mandy from Peden Properties.